very quickly, and he didn't. I mean, he was hanging about, and people were saying goodbye, Robbie, for a relatively short time, maybe a year or so, and then suddenly it happened for him.
Yeah.
I mean, what were your innermost feelings at that point? I mean, did you say that's so and so, or did you say more luck to you, Robbie?
No, do you know what? It was an interesting time because we were both having a mediocre success with our solo careers, and then I remember being in Germany one day, and Rob's new single came on. And it was Angels. I remember sat watching going, oh my God, that song's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
And I knew then, at that point, I knew it was going to be all over for me.
How, by the way, during the years of Take That One, how mad did it get? I mean, you were making pots of money. I mean, were you extravagant? Was it sex, drugs, rock and roll?
Do you know what? I remember it as being a whole lot of work, actually. I mean, to be in a band like that, you know, basically we didn't only have success, you know, in one or two countries. We had success all over the world, so we were constantly flying everywhere. We were constantly having to keep fit because we were doing lots of live shows. When I look back, it just seemed like a lot of work to me. And we had some great times as well, of course. But especially drugs, there was never time for that with us because we had to always be on it. We always had to be doing shows like this and keeping ourselves fit and healthy.
But I remember Shane Lynch saying on the show a couple of weeks back that in Boyzone he wished he actually had his time all over again so he could actually see properly the places he was in. He didn't know.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
And that's true. And I always thought one of the worst feelings is that you'd travel around a lot. And you'd wake up in the morning and you'd look at the clock and you'd go, where am I? You know, and it would sometimes take 10 off and you'd have to ring reception and go, excuse me, where are we? Which country are we in? And and your mum would say, you're at home, love. So it was very much like that.
Now, in the fallow period when things were not happening for you, but it was anticipated that you'd be the one to break America as with a solo career. You did a showcase.
Yeah.
And that was a disaster.
It was a disaster.
What happened?
Are you referring to a story that's in my book? It was kind of a sad, it was kind of truly, at that point, I realised that it was all on the downward spiral for me. That there's basically every year in America there's a big party called the pre-Grammy party, and it's when American record companies showcase the big artists for the following year. And basically to get a slot on that means basically you're going to have a great chance at breaking America. And I was the only act from the UK on it, and it looked so positive. And I guess I was kind of cocky as well at the time, thinking this is it, I've arrived. And the label tried to talk me into